So let's ask Nathan Pickrell about my sister's alcohol and drug usage. He was another pretty boy that looked good in nothing but his jersey. Or shall I talk about more of the men my sister, hooked me up with, unconsensually, for her goddamn whiskey and drugs? All the while, Cameron Blau signing off on her shit, too. As I said, that is why due process exists for both parties, mine as well as the judges. You failing to ask a few simple fucking questions? Sometimes you get wrapped up in a big bunch of bullshit. But oh well, right? Oh well. It's all said and done now. So fucking ignorant. I tried to file reports about being raped, being drugged, being hazed, being molested, being sodomized by a goddamn dog. Do you think the fucking law enforcement involved in that shit was going to take a statement? They threatened to kill me. But oh well to that too. According to the judges signing off on it. With Stockton Woods semen as ink. Oh, well, we know what you did, Mr. Horde. Don't you forget that. Yeah, like I said, if I have to go down too, do you think I give a shit? All the while, my mother and her stupid goddamn theories about no ice water in hell. So anytime I would go to get a glass of water on my own accord, here'd be somebody, that's not your sink, that's not your cup, that's not yours. So fucking ignorant. Hell, I've posted my dick pics publicly. They've been shared around the community. Easy enough to describe, maybe not so much after they went to town with a sharp object. So not only did my mother, according to Bonnie and Debbie and all these other dumbasses, not only did my mother smother me when I was an infant, my sister tried at least twice in my teenage years during her chill pill buddy times. Nathan Pickrell, Milton Brindley Jr., Brandon Drake, Jay Henderson, on and on and on and on and on. All the while, the sick bitch punching me in the mouth and telling us to lick her clit. While she would, do her thing. You can ask my mother whether she remembers admitting it or not is a different story. Yes, I remember Shell came in that day from school madder than hell telling every one of us to lick her clit. Maybe she punched me in the mouth afterwards. But oh well, I was the mentally ill one, according to them. According to my father purging himself, I was the one bringing drugs home from school. Wham! My sister was a fucking pot-smoking, fall-down drunk by junior year of high school. Crying, don't let Dad get to you. Where in the fuck have you been? Oh, wait, too busy on your own, living your own life, having your own fun with Kevin Bly and all your buddies, pimping my sick turkey ass out. I know I'm not that good looking, but still. So when I burst my temporal arteries and the blood started flowing out of my eyes, oh well. Huge thanks to Ryan Hull and Tina Jones-Wallace for falsifying that big bunch of bullshit for my mother, who in my opinion was afraid of my sister, but oh fucking well. So shall I talk about Michael Thurman, underage hazing, and then playing with the books for Patty and Christy and the others at Primary Plus? Matt Gerald's at the downtown date rape bars in his cute bow ties and his contacts in with his eyes as big as a morphine addict's. No offense. Shall I go into more detail about Patty Positek claiming that Percocet as a controlled substance was way too addictive? But here's another prescription for Lyrica. The lady on the other side, where Erin, whatever her name is, the nurse practitioner, she'll help you fill out the financial aid paperwork for it. Do your research. I don't give a damn if you do have 4 kids. You're a doctor. You're supposed to stay informed. Lyrica is the up-and-coming party drug. I don't want more of it. I don't want the Percocet, but I don't want to be in so much pain I'd rather die. You know, thanks for helping cover up Christy's goddamn family's hand in this sick shit. All the while, you know, Patrick, president of the Kentucky Sheriff's Association, no matter where you went, you know, instant threat to life. Keep your goddamn mouth shut. No one needs to know these things. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm pretty sure Jefferson County falls under Kentucky. And with Mr. Boggs as president of the Kentucky Sheriff's Association, I'm sure he knows Jefferson County Sheriff quite well. So shall I go into more detail about how drugs were being transported by multiple people from, you know, Florida to either Mason County and then Mason County to Jefferson County or Jefferson County to Mason County and so on and so forth? Law enforcement and their families pretending that they were being threatened into doing it. Yeah, right. People like me are the one threatened into doing shit they don't want to do. So I literally felt like there was a finger in my ass earlier for about 10 or 15 minutes. It wasn't a hallucination. It wasn't a delusion. It felt like somebody Stewart shocking me, which is where, you know, if it's a woman, well, I'm a man, so with a man getting Stewart shocked, these two go between the balls and the anus. This one goes in his rectum. It stimulates the prostate on the outside as well as the in. That's why the men came up with it, you know, but they say that it's a woman thing. 2 in the pink and 1 in the stink. DP&L and their stupid-ass fucking administration, along with the school district, convincing us that was only water vapor and fraud, causing people to get sick right and left, like an Aaron Brockovich. Oh well. It's a little bit more difficult to prove, but oh well. For the non-smokers, especially the non-smokers who have never smoked a day in their life, they'll have an easier time proving it. We're supposed to believe the Bible, swear in on it, with God up on their soapbox, the living God, on their soapbox. We're supposed to swear in on a bunch of tribal hashhead messages interpreted from an alternative realm known as, you know, the universe and heaven. Anybody claims that today, they're seen as mentally ill automatically, except for the people, you know, at the Vatican who keep interpreting the stars and the asteroids and the meteors and all that other stuff. Well, you know, I think I saw a demonic force within that particular meteor, and it's heading for this location, and that might mean this, according to our scripture and our beliefs. No offense. To this day, and they're allowed to do that. Oh well. Staying, So every time I see a cop, it causes me to have a very severe tic. It's not fear of imprisonment. It's not guilt. It is, you people raped me and keep trying to get away with it by labeling it as hell. So, shall I describe Mr. Voyer's body in a little more goddamn detail? Since Shauna wants to perpetuate that there is no stop, drop, and roll hate speech bullshit. So let me tell you about being raped, my tonsils exploding, and Foxwood Wood Nestle just having a huge fucking ball out of it. With John Estel and forced blowjobs when I was a child, and Stockton as prosecuting attorney and coming on my fucking face. I've had it up to here with the medical gaslighting covering their sorry asses. All the while people like Aflac and Chelsea trying to convince me I had been in a car accident with them. Well, that's out of my memory. But then again, I haven't remembered anything since I was 6 years old. If y'all were concerned about riding with me some night, you should have taken the keys away from me instead of bitching about it. I'm allowed to refuse medical care due to my religious beliefs. A judge can override my decision in an emergency procedure only to be met by my legally enforceable do not resuscitate form. That I signed in my right state of mind on my own accord. Well, they can argue that mental health paperwork was in place and, that DNR might not be, whatever. And that when I do that, that is a slap in the face to the shoemakers and their beliefs of talking in tongues. But they're goddamn rapey shit. So Ben Shoemaker, Ray Brown and Matt Lewis. So Ben Shoemaker was with Matt Lewis that night, huh? Getting a little too drunk and getting hard and screwing some stranger. Boo fucking who. Did Sarah leave him or did they work it out? Ben Shoemaker also on the Orangeburg Volunteer Fire Department, or has he left yet? She's afraid that you'll hurt her pets. She said she's afraid of you. Just like with Sean Mason. They're worried about you for taking medication while offering you a beer. Man, you people must be able to interpret the English language better than I can. So shall I go back into the Kentucky Colonel program and Colonel Jordan Bowling Palmer with Kentucky Equality Federation, underage alcohol, or Kenneth Werline, or Myron Flahr, or Donald L. Wood, and all their goddamn disgusting, rapey, hazing shit. people look at that like, why are you so aggressive? I was hazed with drugs and alcohol when I was less than 10. I was raped between 20 and 30 times by the time I was 12. I can remember one episode with a canine unit, though I think there were more. Now, you know, the hazing with drugs and alcohol would make the goddamn memories a little bit fuzzy, wouldn't it? Especially being chokeholded out, bludgeoned out, smothered out, but nobody wants to discuss those things. You all take my statements, I'll point out the night terrors, take the videos, and make your goddamn statements according to them. We'll know if they're falsified or not based off of what I've said, recorded. So what was it? Lieutenant Brown with the Kentucky State Police, correct? Related to the Pals, yes or no? Relation to Ray Brown, yes or no? I already know Justin was doing meth sometimes. Looking back and reflecting on all of it. Well, man, I'll be right back. I'm going to run over to Scotty's for a minute. Scotty Reese, yeah, you all go right ahead and go over there and do whatever the fuck you're going to do. Coming back with your pupils the size of pinheads. Oh, that's not indicative of anything, is it? We have to search you. You admitted these things. We have to search your anal cavity. Don't move your right hand. Keep still. Screw you. So let me tell you about the pervert fucking Amish and their goddamn normally uncircumcised dicks being rammed home. That day when I was 12 talking to Phil Ingram, I'm pretty sure it was an uncut dick. My father was uncircumcised from what I remember. But I could be wrong. Between blacking out and being drugged and the satellite descrambler parties with adult men wanting to get down. Like I said, it traumatized me so much that I can barely stand to be alone, naked, in a shower. Not due to self-harm or anything. And not because I hate my body. Fear. That's why I pissed the bed until high school. But, you know, don't notate that either, because you're not smart enough to know what sexual fucking traumatic signs are. You see, I wasn't allowed to get an erection and enjoy myself, while I was to be made feel guilty for turning them on and them raping me and then telling the world that I was teasing them sexually. So shall I talk more about William Lawrence, representative, and his wife April working for that goddamn rapey fucking hospital? Bernetta Sweet and administrative records, and her sister-in-law Sue, and that cop she used to date when they had that sweet Eddie Bauer Explorer? Or is that another goddamn delusion? Oh, and let's not forget Queen Ecstasy Truesdale in the ER with Lacey Ray, now a nurse, and their goddamn drugs and such. Oh yeah, I tagged Mediview in that one. Lacey's son Braden. He was in an ATV accident, a fairly serious one. Guess whose child he was with? Matt and Holly Lewis's. Oh well. So, huge thank you to Mason County Sheriff's Department and their rapey goddamn associates. Well, your mother said, yeah, my mother said what? All the while, my mother claiming there is no ice water in hell, and any time I'd go to get a glass of it or take a shower, there she would be bitching about the water bill that my name was on also. So, as I asked, how long had I been dead from the dumb fucking cunt smothering me as an infant until Bonnie just swooped in to resuscitate me? I don't find that very disrespectful considering she tried to kill me. Well, did succeed in killing me. Leaving me with a lifetime of misery and heartache, only for my sister to claim to be the goddamn mentally competent one. Pimping my ass out for more drugs and alcohol. Kevin Bly, Nathan Pickrell, Milton Brindley Jr., Earl and Anita and Jay and Paula. Oh, don't bother coming to me and trying to fix it now. I didn't want to sell my portion of the farm that was in my name to my brother-in-law and sister. We could have gotten a hell of a lot more money from it, or for it. But no, in a court of law, their 75% wanting to sell agenda would have won. Whereas me now, wanting to partition the rest of my 25% would probably fall through, especially in Mason County. Fair cash value is around $100,000 from what I checked. Market value's probably more than that unless it's dropped, which is why I wanted to sell when Dad died. But no, Michael likes hunting and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, Michael liked giving me alcohol and drugs when I was a kid, too. Shall we talk more about his nude Polaroid photos? The state of Ohio is deemed blah, 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 blah. Whatever. My apologies for my behavior if you see it as erratic. Your assumptions are what led to suicide. Not to mention your actions. That's why you cannot sit and call a chronic pain patient that you don't even fucking bother reading the medical file a drug addict with people like Mary McBrayer and Feinberg and Associates not even fucking reporting the goddamn human trafficking. Not to my knowledge, anyway. What are they going to claim, that Mary McBrayer never worked for them? They already told me they didn't have the medical file. Told me they didn't have it. Not that it was in storage. Told me that they did not have it. Unless I misunderstood the receptionist when I called recently to try to request the file. So, Foxwood Wood Nestle, if we're going to keep going on that, I would love to talk about Kyle's fucking smooth big dick. And Sharon's hand and all this shit. It's not sexual harassment when her son, in one of his episodes with me on my opiate-based pain management, decided to get a little bit frisky. And I bet he doesn't even remember. Notice I didn't say Kyle Christie forced himself upon me. Oh no, that wouldn't have happened. So, as I said, I'll let a lot of this stuff go once my goddamn medical record is amended to denote the appropriate fucking diagnoses. The only reason they refused to put PTSD in the file, oh my God, it's such a serious mental health condition. People, the only reason they failed to put PTSD in the medical file is because they didn't want trauma showing up anywhere near the mental health aspect with this goddamn story. Now, what in the fuck don't I understand? Language. Grow the fuck up. We're not 5 years old crying about people saying shit. Oh my God, they said a bad word. Grow up. Oh, Kim and Stockton could get into trouble over what I said. Well, that's why we're all supposed to be, mindful and conscious of our decisions and our actions before committing them. Remember, when I was at the age of accountability in the Wesleyan fucking disgusting church, things only got worse. Being interrogated by people like Tammy Werline Brown's sister-in-law, all to help cover their goddamn family's fucking underhanded bullshit, including Trent and Denise and cannabis and dildos. What are you watching now? Honestly. Nancy Brown, People's Bank, Fleming County. Bill and Ricky are brothers. Tammy and Nancy are sister-in-laws. So shall I talk more about that sick goddamn cover business within the church and the drugs and the goddamn money laundering? I've had it up to here with the fucking bullshit. Who put Patrick into getting his pretty criminal justice degree? Kentucky Wesleyan. Oh, Mr. Horde, those are just big coincidences. I know, I'm crazy. I need to take my medicine. I see patterns where other people don't because, let's face it, I'm in a hell of a lot different scenarios and situations and groups. Because, do you honestly think that outside sources would come at me no matter how much I dog their shit? Not really. Not really. I mean, they have. Don't get me wrong. I've had threats from other people than law enforcement and their families, for damn sure. But especially with me going public with all this information about the, law enforcement officials and the churches and the criminal justice system. No. You people stay the fuck away from me. It's all going public. Every last bit of it. Now raise your right hand and put your left hand over here and repeat after me. Do you solemnly swear? I swear to uphold this goddamn country's rights for its humanity and its people against foreign and domestic terrorists. And that's not some goddamn swearing into some secretive group. That's just what I believe. People look at me and call me a conspiracy theorist. No, it's not conspiracy theories when medical fraud was committed because people didn't feel like documenting human trafficking. Hell, let me see if I can find the imaging, and hell, I'll hold it up to a light with my goddamn name on it. Why wouldn't I? I think it's in here somewhere. I think. There's a big bunch of imaging. Confidential. Yeah, right. It's my goddamn imaging. The insurance paid for it, and so did I. Let's see. Brain gadolinium, 61306. I think this is it. 61306. Boggs took office in 06, didn't he? Didn't want me talking about anything that might hinder his goddamn ascent to the fucking throne, did he? Oh well. Let's see if I can find the exact image where I show the fractures. Hell, I'm a radiologist, and I could even see Nanette's tumor from back in 2019. Well, I can see the fracture in this one. Yeah. Well, I'd have to hold it up to the light. Oh, good, there's a window behind me. I can see it in more imaging. Get away from me! Fracture. 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 You can see the edge of it right in that one. You can see the beginning of it in that one. But those aren't the images. Those aren't the images. I think it's these larger ones, but I want to try to keep them in order. Okay, these are the smaller ones. The radiologist did not even notate these fractures. See the name? Pretty sure that's my name, but I could be wrong. Not. I think it's this set of them. Oh. Shit, this isn't the one I wanted, but it's a good one. I see more of them now. I don't know how this is going to look because I can't see the screen. Fracture. You can see the fracture right there. That's not the imaging I did want, though. Damn it. I know it's in here. It's this set of them. I think there's two sets. But it's not that one. I don't have my glasses on either, so it's kind of hard to... It's not that one. I think they're the... Oh, this one's upside down for starters. This is the one I was looking for, I think. If not, it must be the next set of them. Well, hell, I have the main picture online of the good image of it. Technically, it should have been that sheet that I just had, I think. Or it could have been the other ones. Hell, I don't know. I know it's in here. Mainly, I just want to get the... Hell, it's upside down. There it is. It's this one. This is the one that I have photoed and posted on Facebook. It's this image. This one. Damn it. Might help if I had this one. This is the one I have posted of the close-up. There's the... You can see it. The largest. The side view isn't as easily seen on this one, but you can see where it was fractured on the side here. That's a healed skull fracture. Totally undocumented by those physicians. And let me see. Where's my name on those? There. I don't know if it's very clear. Maysville, MRI, Horde, Russell. 13 June 2006. Right before Mr. Boggs took office, if memory serves me correctly. I don't know how clear that is. I can't get close enough to... Those are skull fractures, folks. And not from my car accident. Those happened when I was a kid, and they refused medical attention. I didn't have an MRI until 2006 when they were studying for multiple sclerosis because of the intense pain and muscular loss of control and stuff I was experiencing. What else is in here? I normally get all my medical records because I know how devious people are. Here's one from 05. I don't know if I compared. I know I haven't compared. Well, I know I haven't. And you know I should have. Thinking. I should have compared them to see if the fractures are in this one. And yes, I can see it. There is a, whatever they call it, signal difference. Because that area is white in 2005. You can see it. What is it? A signal, whatever. You can see it. It's white. It's white in 2005. So the fractures were there. It's even whiter in this one. Where the fracture is. I think this was before my surgery. So if you'll notice, see this? This is, normally they do CT scans for surgery. But see how this turban is way overgrown? And my septum was deviated? They removed both of these things. Broke this and reset it. Made slits here so they would drain differently. The tumor in this one. You can see the clot from 05. I think that's what that is. A little bit of signal difference right there where a clot would be in that vein. I'm pretty sure that's what that is, a clot, and they didn't even mention it in 2005. And I'm not a radiologist, but I'm not blind either. And I've examined enough patients who've been put through hell in this same fashion. I've examined enough of their medical records with their permission and have enough medical professional friends that aren't assholes to help them. So not only did my insurance pay for these with my deductible and copays and everything, I had to pay I don't know how much for my own personal copies. Cash. So, in 2005, that skull fracture was there, and the clots were there too, and they didn't bother to mention it. Oh well. What's this one? Oh yeah, my cranial surgery. CT, cranial surgery. And this is the difference between a magnetic resonance imaging and a computed tomography image. As you can see, the main difference between an MRI and a CT scan is a CT scan only really notates the bony structures. The skull and bones, and, you know, this is the jawbone, this is the septum, see how deviated it is? And then that's the turban overgrowth causing it to make one of the sinus cavities messed up. That looks like it's the exact opposite side of the skull fracture. It looks fairly normal there. And this is from, I don't have my glasses on. This is from January, something. There's not a date on this one. Shit. And there's not a full skull on that one. There's not a full skull on that one. Damn it, the only image that has the full skull photo on it is the opposite side of where the fracture is. Damn it. Man, how annoying is that? That main image. Like that whole upper left image where this looks like a person. That's my skull. It's on the exact opposite side, I think, of where the fracture was. Because I think, let's see, what's that say? Anterior. Obviously, that's the front. The left side. Yeah, that's on the exact opposite side of where the skull fracture would be, on the right side. So like I said, I have examined enough people's medical records as a non-medical professional with enough friends in medical that aren't assholes trying to help these pieces of shit. But I never really did anything about mine because I never really, had to. As, weird as that sounds. Now, though, after doing as much as I have done to help their sick, sorry asses, for them to not even fucking call and check in because they're concerned about what? I'm gonna call every goddamn one of their fucking sorry asses out. Well, I just wanted to get a photograph of it with my name on it so you could see that it wasn't just falsified imaging and watch it end up maybe disappearing into the darkness. Hopefully not, but you never know. I have digital copies of it anyway, somewhere. And probably everywhere, because I've given copies to people. So yes, they claimed that happened in the Mountaineer accident, when in reality I was bludgeoned as a child. And they didn't want to admit everything that had happened back then, and that's one of the reasons they were so blasé about cannabis, at least for me. I'm not complaining about it. I'm pointing it out for a goddamn reason. And just like I said, if I have to go down telling my story to help see things change for the better, I sure as hell will. Why wouldn't I? In my opinion, that would be the Christian thing to do. Facebook already has me blocked. I'll go on to a live show tomorrow and do the showing of the imaging.